Just accept the gift. I mean, it's Kerastase shampoo and conditioner.
Custom selected for your dry, damaged, itchy hair.
Me too, then, because she gave it to me. I mean,
coming up on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City after show.
My boyfriend and I are not sleeping together, and even if we were, that's my business.
Thigh-high lingerie.
You're not wearing them to church, and they don't hold up
I'm
garments.
glad she didn't show me anything, because I don't, I'm good.
You didn't need to bring gifts, I did.
It's very common that we bring gifts for each other on these trips. In fact, this was the first trip that we didn't get Meredith Marks merch.
I want to laugh, but really I'm just so furious about this rooming situation. I know when Lisa's sending me a message. As Michael Jordan says, I took that personally. I did not like the team she placed me on.
I'm sorry. You're on the loser side of the villa? Welcome to the villa. We're the bombshells.
The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City after show starts right now.
I find it absurd that one of our contemporaries is discussing like purity lifestyle and saying that she's not having, you know, intimate relations with her boyfriend.
It's hypocritical to, you know, pretend your body count is equal to the men you've married when you have a boyfriend.
Look, we are not sleeping together.
I believed her when she said that. Like,
I believe that they were abstinent.
I don't know.
Was this
like,
before or after she showed the crotchless panties?
My boyfriend and I are not sleeping together, and even if we were, that's my business.
Thigh-high lingerie, and you're like, yeah, look at this in the bathroom. Jared bought me this. Holy Jared Osmond is
I mean, now I even have more visions in my mind, please.
Like, a fun thing we like to do is buy each other sexy lingerie and then not
and
for
abstain.
that. And abstain. And then just sit there and be like, no, no,
Look
no.
at this sexy lingerie,
I'm
but
wearing
you must
it, but you can't see it.
I mean, you're not going to be wearing them if he's not seeing you in them, because you're not wearing them to the temple. You're not wearing them to church, and they don't hold up
I'm
garments.
glad she didn't show me anything, because I don't, I'm good.
I didn't know what to say. I was tongue-tied.
Yeah, but you know what? John bought me stuff like that before we were married, and like we didn't like sleep together until we were married. I mean, like
That's
no,
so
because we got
sweet.
married in the temple.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, it was the hardest 2 years of our life.
Hey, I was a virgin too, like my first marriage. So.
Oh, no, I had slept with someone before.
But still.
Yeah,
That's
but not.
But no,
Yeah.
that's so sweet. But anyway, I mean, that was really personal, and she absolutely did the unthinkable for me, the unconscionable of bringing up a
Repeating
private
something private?
conversation
Yeah.
in front of everyone and using it against me. She lost my trust that night. It was like, I mean, if she hadn't lost it before, that was the final moment.
Look, the real problem for me is not about Britney's sex life. I don't care who she has sex with, how, when, where, who watches her videotape. I don't care. I just don't want to be part of it. The problem for me is that Britney is manipulating us with this information. She wants to pretend that Angie was so offensive to her because she's an active, devout Mormon when she is not.
I brought you a little bottle of wine.
Mormons don't drink. Newsflash.
Look, I've seen Britney suckling down wine at every event I've been with her. I know Mormons don't drink, but I know Britney does.
I guess it wasn't like I didn't have that much thought about it. It's not because it's in my view, it's none of my business anyway. I don't care if they're sleeping together or not. You know, it's not. It's her business. You know, to me, what's more concerning is the continual breakup reconciliation.
Ting, 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 ting. He officially asked me to be his girlfriend. Jared and I are officially broken up.
I think that's just like really hard on anybody. The sex part of it, I just don't care.
You don't consider it because you don't realize how big of
a deal it is.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just absurd that like the same rules that applied to us as 12 and 13-year-old girls that we, you know, vowed purity, like those same rules, they don't change when, even if you've had children, even if you're divorced. So you're just courting, you're just going on picnics and hay rides and sock hops.
Are they allowed to hold hands? Holding hands
It's
is okay.
basically nothing below the belly button, and
so he can even like touch your boobs.
If it's excessive, it's called heavy petting, and it's a violation.
But a mild grade.
Listen, a lot of people get confused in the
not
dark.
excessive petting.
Sometimes you're looking for your glasses, and you have to paw around a little bit, and I think that's completely understandable. But you're not supposed to like remove clothing or do it intentionally. A lot of things can happen unintentionally. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Like if you're playing Twister or you're like wrestling or you're trying to vacuum the couch cushions, you know what I mean? Like there's things that can happen.
Well, the other thing, too, that was kind of interesting that you would not know about is that when we did get to Palm Springs, there was like 2 wings, and Bronwyn chose to go on the side with Whitney and Angie. It's kind of interesting.
Well, yeah, super interesting because Bronwyn threw a huge fit in Puerto Vallarta when she was on the wing with Whitney and Angie and not with you, me, and Lisa.
I want to laugh, but really I'm just so furious about this rooming situation. Lisa is my closest friend in this group, so I know when Lisa's sending me a message.
And I was like, that's because for the A-team. I'm sorry. You're on the loser side of the villa? Welcome to the villa. We're the bombshells.
She may as well should have just been like, if I don't with you, you're in that place, and everybody I like is in here. She didn't need to tell our names. We knew who we were.
Yeah.
And as Michael Jordan says, I took that personally. I did. I did not like the team she placed me on, and I did not like that she tried to sell it to me as looking out for me.
Okay, you know what? When I planned this trip, I'm super thoughtful about everyone on the trip. I knew that you just had conflict with Angie.
Do you think my hair looks cheap? It looks a little pornish.
And like Whitney will do anything Angie's doing and team up with her. And I also knew that like your biggest friends in the group were me and Heather.
Right.
So, and I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give Angie and Bronwyn a suite. There's only 2 suites in each villa. So Heather, on our trip to Bermuda, gave me like the best room in the house. I think it was like the 2nd best room. They were all amazing.
They were all amazing.
But she's like, Lisa, you deserve this. Like, I'll be in the basement on some trips. Like, I don't really care because I know when I travel how I can travel. But I'm like, wanted to thank Heather for doing that. So I put her in a suite, me in a suite, and then there were 2 gorgeous rooms left. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do this in the opposite villa. Bronwyn had just been attacked by a dog. And his dog bit me. Dog owner. Oh my God. So I thought she would want a bigger space with like a more beautiful room. And I thought I was doing the right thing by everybody. And I would never complain about my room on a trip I'm invited to.
I went into Puerto Vallarta only really speaking to Lisa, and she put me with you guys that I was not speaking to. Yeah. And then tried to be like, it's for your benefit. No, it's not for my benefit.
I've been on multiple girls' trips. Be grateful, because being near Lisa is exhausting because she'll knock on your door at all hours of the night. She does some sneaky business.
She
lots
came and
of
knocked on
venting,
Angie
lots
and
of
I's door,
crying.
even on the far side.
I appreciated it because, you know, our relationship was just starting to bud, starting to go somewhere. And that is where I felt most comfortable. So, and I got to be with the cool girls. It felt like I was in the cool part of the bus.
I think that's why they were upset.
I think so too.
You and Britani are like newly friends. You and I have been
maybe
friends
she likes
a
me
long
better
time.
now.
No,
Maybe.
I love all. But then
I was like, woo woo,
yeah,
I made it.
And so it was like me, you, Meredith, Heather. And I'm
Right,
like, this
made
is
sense.
a comfortable place for all of us. We all had a private pool and hot tub. Like, I felt like it was like amazing. And I was so excited to share like Mexico, like my way with everybody.
It was Bougeville, USA. Only Bougeville, Mexico.
Lisa, I take it back. It ended up being for my benefit. I had to figure it out with you guys. We saved the best room for Mary. And I had to talk to you and Angie. I had to figure it out with the 2 of you. That's where I was. It just pushed it to be much quicker than if I wasn't in such an awkward physical location rooming with you.
And that's the positive thing about girls' trips is that time you get to spend together. You know.
I just don't think Lisa thought if I put Brownyn over there, they're going to resolve it and become friends. I think she thought we were all going to be uncomfortable.
No,
so
she that blew up in her face a little bit.
Yeah.